Hello, Sunnyside. It's wonderful to be back here again. Again, the good Lord is truly on his job. He knows how to get our attention, and he certainly does have it. There are a few things I'd like to just share with you, some things I want you to know. And this time I'm going to start off with the kids. There are any number of opportunities for our children. The first one is that there's going to be a fast camp here at Sunnyside, and it's going to start June the 21st, the day after Father's Day, and it's going to run for 2 weeks. And the cost of that fast camp is $1 whole a day. Okay? So 2 weeks following Father's Day. Please don't hesitate to sign your kids up for a fast camp here at Sunnyside. There are some other camp possibilities as well. There is the Expo Summer Camp. Expo being down by the Coliseum, down by USC. Now their camp starts, the Expo Summer Camp is for ages 6 through 12 years, and it starts June the 21st and it goes through August the 13th. The hours are from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Again, ages 6 through 12. They have day camp. The fee is $140 a week. They also have a teen camp. The teen camp is $70 a week, and that is for ages 13 to 15. Now those costs include your camp activities, your extended care, and lunch. Again, the Expo Summer Camp. Be aware also, or do know, that there is sports at Expo Center. Those sports include soccer, volleyball, flag football, and field hockey. The cost of that is $10 for 10 weeks. Their clinics run an hour and a half each, but their classes they're an hour long. The date for the sports at Expo Center, the date it starts July 12th and it runs to September the 17th. To find out information about these Expo Center camps, call 213-763-0114. Again, 213-763-0114. If you'd like to go online, go to bit.ly/Expo Anderson RC. There is information about another job opportunity. I think I might have shared it already, but here it is. Interns. Intern with the County of Los Angeles, and it's countywide. It's called the Youth Bridges Program. In order to participate in that, you must be ages, one starts at 14 through age 24. The other one is 16 through 24. With that, you have to have any number of documents already in place. Okay, you need to have your right to work in the U.S. You need to have, if you're at least 18 years old, you need to have your selective service registration that might be required for males. The pay for these positions are $15 an hour for 120 hours. With that, you have an opportunity to work with a variety of employers in public, private, and nonprofit sectors. And they also potentially might lead to some long-term employment opportunities. Go online to bit.ly/LA-youth-at-work. And that gives you information about that program along with the Youth Bridges program. Moving right along. This week, supposedly, we're going back to normalcy. All right? In California, we shall see. Okay? Do know, however, COVID is still with us. It is still real. So please be careful and do what is in your best interest. Even though you're told you don't have to wear a mask, again, do what you feel is in your best interest. Church services for Father's Day will be held in Sunnyside's sanctuary. Our 11 o'clock service in the sanctuary. That is the third Sunday, Father's Day. That following day is the beginning of fast camp for 2 weeks. Okay? So just be aware of that. As I mentioned about COVID, there are any number of possibilities that are available for you. Note that there is the incentive program for getting you vaccinated. To get additional information about that, go to covid19.ca.gov. Some things are kind of winding down. Okay? To get a free ride to and from the vaccination sites, from Uber or from Lyft, call 1-833-540-0473. Again, for your rides to and from those vaccination sites. Be aware, Juneteenth possibilities, Juneteenth celebration, COVID-19 testing will be given along with the vaccination at Crenshaw United Methodist Church, which is located 3740 Don Felipe Drive, okay, here in Los Angeles. The number is, and you may want to write this down just in case you want to make an appointment, 1-424-541-3062. Again, this takes place on June 19th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., Crenshaw United Methodist Church. You want some additional information? Go to the California hotline to myturn.ca.gov. The number for myturn.ca.gov is 1-833-422-4255. Information is available, people. Please take advantage of it. In closing out just this part, if you want just some general information, the NAACP even has information. You can go to covid.know, that's K-N-O-W, .more, covid.know.more. I heard some information as I was waking up, and it said that there's a Juneteenth celebration on, or information about it, Soul of the Nation, Channel 7, 9 p.m. Now, I'm not sure if that's Friday or Saturday, so check that out. Again, I'm just so conscious of getting information. It's either Saturday or Friday, okay, at 9 p.m. Check that out. On Friday, June 18th, there's a Juneteenth celebration at Irvin Magic Johnson Park, located at 905 East El Segundo Boulevard in Compton. The hours are from 11 until 5 p.m., and there you can get your COVID vaccination. You can also get information about getting your records expunged. Getting your records expunged. and information also about tenant protection. Okay. Additional information for our youth. A New Day Foundation has a virtual conference coming up on Saturday, June 19th, and it's for college-bound high school juniors, seniors, and college freshmen and sophomores. Okay? Now be aware that this is a virtual conference, and you can get information about financial literacy, technological awareness, and scholarship opportunities. Do not hesitate to look into that. I got this information from the LA Sentinel, so if you miss some of this, check with the newspaper, check with the LA Sentinel. But you do need to apply. You can go to, again, bit.ly/3N, then capital U, K, 1, U, then a small O. All right? Check with the Sentinel for additional information. Do know it's coming up quickly. It's coming up on June 19th. Do know on the 25th of June, from 10 a.m. till 2:30 p.m., and again, the LA Sentinel, which is located at 3800 Crenshaw Boulevard, will be giving or hosting a COVID mobile vaccination clinic. A COVID mobile vaccination clinic. And it is for 12 years old and up. If you are a minor, if you're between the ages of 12 and 18, again, you need to be accompanied by a parent or accompanied by an adult. I don't know if you heard it or not, but Darnella Frazier, the young lady who was responsible for taping the murder of George Floyd, has been presented a special Nobel Peace Prize. Okay? So again, hats off to Darnella Frazier. If you are aware of someone that has received a notice of an eviction, pass this information on to them and they need to know this by June 15th, so we have to get into it now. You may be eligible for some financial assistance. This is a program that is through the Los Angeles County Adult Protective Service. Call 213-610-1589. Again, 213-610-1589. If you have access to email apshomesafe@wdacs.lacounty.gov. Again, be aware that there are any number of opportunities, there are any number of things that are out there that offer financial assistance. CalWorks Families, and if you're part of that program, you know, CalWorks Family, if you owe back rent or there's a problem with your utilities, the DPSS, Department of Public Social Services, has an emergency assistance prevent eviction program. So there's a change has been made, and it allows first-time eligible applicants to receive up to $5,000 to pay rent and utilities. For additional information, go to dpsslacounty.gov. That's dpss.lacounty.gov. Be aware, help is available. I need to share something with you about our history. I just couldn't end this session without going into that. Over the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about the Tulsa race massacre. A lot has been happening, and I hope you've just been really paying attention to it. But as I was looking through the information, the Tulsa race massacre was not the only one. I was directed to just look, and I found no less than 20 other instances as well. So it's one of those things, once you start reading and you find information, it just goes on and on. So just be aware of our history. Some of the things that I came across were there were riots or there were massacres in Elaine, Arkansas, 1919, in Slocum, Texas, in 1910, in Illinois, Springfield, St. Louis, Chicago, in the early 1900s, in D.C., in New York, in Philadelphia. One of the things that they seemed to have in common was that there was this connecting thread. First of all, blacks were beginning to prosper. They were beginning to do well. Another thing that tended to trigger the massacres, that tended to trigger the rebellions, was blacks were beginning to vote. They were beginning to vote. One of the things that stood out in my mind is that questions were starting to be raised because of the results after blacks started voting. That happened in Wilmington, North Carolina, 1898. And the thing that got to me was, look at what's happening today. History has a way of just continuing to repeat itself. Again, another reason for the massacres, another reason for the killings were rumors of black men attacking white women. That made me think of Emmett Till back in the South. And later on, as she got into her 80s, she admitted that it was all a lie. So just be aware, our history has a way of repeating itself. Please be conscious of voter suppression. There's so much out there. The bills now that seem to be sweeping the legislatures across the country, let me read this. The bills sweeping state legislatures across the country are an attempt to codify into law the same objectives the insurrectionists at the Capitol had. Okay, there are some 47 states now that are just coming up with ways to suppress our vote. So please don't be discouraged, but be encouraged to make sure that you don't let an election go by without casting your vote. So note also that people have really lost their lives so that you might have that right. So again, don't hesitate to speak up, and at the same time, contact your local authorities, your officials, those that you voted for, because again, they are working on your behalf. Let them hear from you. As I completely close down now, COVID is real. It is no plaything. It is no plaything. As you even get your shots, realize that's 95% protection. There is no 100%. Please do what is in your best interest. Hope to see you on Father's Day.